What's happening, everybody? This your homeboy Hoodreal for the Hoodreal Show, and I'd like to thank y'all for joining me on another lovely podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Today, what we're going to be talking about, guys, we're going to be talking about a few things today. We're going to be talking about remembering 911, 9/11, guys. As far as the tragedy that occurred, and everything that went down through that, we got through it, guys. We got through it. Everyone in the world right now are remembering, or is remembering, or should I say, have been remembering that tragic time or that tragic day when that occurred. As always, our prayers go to everyone who went through that, everyone who recovered from that, and everyone who is still recovering from that, which is our nation and the world abroad. Now, we do have a new 911. There is a new 911. There is a new 911, guys. And our new 911 is a call for peace and unity. That's our new 911. The call for peace and unification all around the world. Now, if you guys are sitting home right now and you are remembering this, and all you folks are listening to this, you can actually feel the energy. It's weird. Some people don't know how to take it in right now. Some people are afraid. People are scared. But what it is, that's the power of faith. That's the power of people. And prayer is strong and faith is strong. So as we continue to urge that we stay in a peaceful, positive mindset, mind state, mind frame, and continue to be creative to clean up the things that are going on right now in the world, which are oil spills, what we're going through right now with this alleged situation with the mask wearing and the restrictions that are coming, or the restrictions that have been spoken about. We need to be focused on fixing that. And with that being said, what's really happening, guys, is that we talk about, or people have talked about. Let's just get to it, guys. With due respect to the remembrance of 911, on this podcast, we're going to talk about a few other things as well. Now, this whole thing is people. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just break it down to you, and bring the real to you here. People have been talking about aliens. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, for real, straight up. Aliens have been around you all the time, all this time, and you haven't noticed it because you're looking elsewhere. I told you guys, pay attention to the non-obvious and not the obvious. The obvious is meant to throw you off and keep you blind. Now, before we get into what the aliens are, before we tell you guys what the aliens are, let's get into a few things as far as what the word means. Alien. Okay. One of the meanings could possibly means owing political allegiance to another country or government or something foreign. Another definition, belonging to characteristics of or constituting another and very different place, society, or person. Also another term to define alien is strange. There's another. That's the other term to define alien. Another one is dissimilar, inconsistent, or opposed as in nature or in human nature. Something. Now, before we break it down, we're going to keep on moving on. That's the definition of alien. Let's talk about alienation. The act of alienating or the condition of being alienated. Isolation or disassociation. Now let's get to it. Alienation. I want to talk about that. Let's talk about that first before we break it down, before I disclose the aliens. The act of alienating or the condition of being alienated. Once again. Main point here, isolation or disassociation. Prime example of this, guys, is the current situation, the alleged current situation that the world is going through right now. Lockdowns and things like that. Basically, people are being alienated from each other. So that is alienation, right? People are forced to be or suggested to be in isolation or disassociation from other human beings. Why is that? Now let's break it down to the aliens. You didn't know aliens was all around you all this time, did you? Definition of alien, in the common now sense of the term alien, when anyone mentions it, it basically means anything other than human. Basically. From what television has put out and all these other things, and science fiction, anything that's other than what a human being looks like, right? Right? Or can do the ability, or has abilities, it does not look like a human being, but has unnatural or supernatural or fantastic abilities. All right, here we go. You ready for it? The aliens. You got it. Here we go. Birds, bees, fish, octopuses, lions, tigers, cats, dogs, insects, ants, bugs, caterpillars, centipedes, flies, gnats. Shall we continue on? Plants, trees, rocks, soil, water, air. All these things are living organisms. All these things are living. And we're part of it. There you go. So why is this thing going on now to where people are forced to be alienated from each other? Therefore, we are creating this alien thing. Is it in preparation to basically for people? Are they going to actually bring out the truth of something that's other than an alien, something, or I'm sorry, something that's other than a human being, something that they can walk upright but does not look like a human being? Yeah, yeah. So part of the reveal has been around you all this time. You just haven't been paying attention to it. We can't alienate ourselves from each other, guys. We can't alienate ourselves from the truth. We can't alienate ourselves from what is in front of us. But what we can do is we can alienate ourselves from the bullshit, the stuff that's been blinding you. This is all part of the stuff of enlightenment, guys. Clarity, clairvoyance, common damn sense. So now that you know what an alien is, and now that you know what alienation means, can you all put it together? Now you may say, Hoodreal, why are we in space? Are we in space? Is that space? What is space? What is it? What is space? Now obviously, you really have to be an idiot to think that there aren't other things, I'm going to say other things, going on elsewhere. It's quite obvious. Common sense. Common fucking sense. Now back to what we were talking about, guys. Let's go ahead and come on back down. Let's come on back down here. Back to 911 and remembering 911. It was a tragic time. It was unexpected. And it was emotional. It was very traumatic for everyone. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to have a moment of silence in remembrance of 9/11. And we're going to start that right now. Everyone, right now, we're going to have a moment of silence. And we're just going to pray real quick, guys. We're just going to pray. All right? All right, here we go. All right, now thank you guys for that. I thank you for that. We needed that. You needed that. The world needed that. So as we start to conclude right now, guys, we're going to go ahead and conclude. We're going to say that our new 911 is a call for peace and unity, and for us to prepare ourselves for enlightenment and prepare ourselves for the changes that are coming to our planet in a peaceful way. We will not be isolated. We will not alienate ourselves from each other. We will not alienate ourselves from the world. And we will continue to pray and strive for peace for all of us in unification. And with that being said, I thank y'all again for joining me on this lovely podcast and remembering 911. And knowing that you don't have to alienate yourselves. And also knowing that we are strong together as one. This is your homeboy Hoodreal for the Hoodreal Show. And I'll talk to y'all next time. One love, Hoodreal.